What is up? Gear Squad, Chain Gear here, bringing you another video. And the first thing I want to say is Happy New Year. It's about to be 2019, and 2018 has been a crazy year for me. I haven't even gotten a second to really think about how crazy it's been. Started in Boston, now I'm all the way here in San Francisco, California. So that's already as crazy as it can be. But I had to take a second, just a second, and think about what were my top games of 2018. I did this last year for 2017, and I rewatched that. I was kind of surprised by some of the games that were on there. Some of them I'm playing now, some of them I'm not. But these games are my favorite games of 2018. Now, not all of these games came out in 2018, and just like in last year's top games of 2017, some of them, well, you'll see. They're all very, very different. Not all of them came out in 2018. I think that's the biggest thing. Is somebody might be like, well, that game didn't come out in 2018. But for me, I played it in 2018, and it was just my favorite this year. So I'd love to know. Right now, you guys can just pause the video or keep watching it. Let me know in the comment section below. What is your favorite game of 2018? If you have a top list of 5, that's awesome. This is going to be my top 5. So definitely let me know. And let's just jump right into it. So this year actually started off with a game that I completely forgot about, which is kind of weird because it is one of my favorite games of 2018, but it's pretty low on the list because I completely forgot I played it. I never really jumped back in, but it honestly is a really incredible game, and that's Monster Hunter World. Now, if you guys have never played a Monster Hunter World game before, you don't have to. It's okay. This is probably the best Monster Hunter game for you to just jump into. It's been simplified a bit, but it's still got a lot of depth and complexity if you want to create your own builds when it comes to the armor and the weapons and all that kind of stuff. It's a monster hunting game, just like the title suggests. You go out with yourself or a crew of like 3 or 4 other people, and you go out and you fight these really large monsters in this kind of open world. The story is a little weak. It's a little weak sauce. That's the reason why it's like the lowest. It's at the 5th place, but it's still a great game nonetheless. I beat the game, and I don't always beat games that I start. I played the vast majority of it with Ballistic Phoenix as well as Mexican, otherwise known as Assassin, and the game was honestly a lot of fun. I absolutely love action games, and the RPG systems that were in it as well were a lot of fun. But again, I think the story kind of didn't really keep me involved that much, but I do have to give it props. They have a whole bunch of collaborations that they've done with other games, which is really awesome. They had like a weird Mega Man crossover, as well as a brand new Witcher, the Witcher 3 crossover with Geralt, where you actually play as Geralt in the game. They have an Assassin's Creed crossover, Final Fantasy crossover. That's really, really cool, and I've never seen a company do something like that to the extent that they've been doing it. They also have a huge update. I can't remember what it's called, but it has to do with ice, and I highly recommend checking that out if you plan on getting Monster Hunter World, or if you had it. It's not coming out until next year or this year, 2019, but I'm excited to see it nonetheless and see where it goes. All right, let's go ahead and jump into number 4. This one is going to be at a lot of people's top 3, number 1, but first of all, it's not on PlayStation, spoilers, but I really, really, really love this game. It's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's such a good game. I absolutely love it. There are a couple of things that I don't really love about it, and they kind of piss me off every once in a while, but Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is a great reason to buy a Switch. If you guys don't have a Nintendo Switch, then I would highly recommend thinking about getting one. There are a couple games on there that I think everyone should play. That's Mario Kart, Super Smash Bros, Legend of Zelda, the new Mario. I mean, there's a whole bunch of really great games on there, but like those 5 or 6, highly recommend trying those out. But Smash Bros is still one of my favorite party games of all time, and it's a really great fighter if you really want to get into it and really figure out the complexities. I play it with my girlfriend. This is her first Super Smash ever, and so this is her first time playing it. She's been enjoying it too, so highly recommend this game. I couldn't get enough of it. I couldn't stop playing it, and I'm still going to keep playing. I already unlocked all the characters. characters. I've just been slowly going through classic mode with each one of them, just to say that I've done it and practice with all of them, as well as doing the story mode, World of Light, which honestly is really cool. It doesn't have a higher place up on my list. One, because it's not a PlayStation game and I have a hard time turning off the fact that there's no trophies in it, but also because, and I would say the major reason is because its story mode, World of Light, gets really frustrating. It's like, it kind of like puts a damper on me wanting to play the game, and that really sucks. Like, there's all of these different like RPG elements in it, which, and you know, in hindsight, on paper it looks good, but when you really think about it, it's like, well, I don't know, I have to keep like grinding this and grinding that out just to play Smash, and it's kind of annoying. So it didn't get higher up on my list because of that, but otherwise I think it's an incredible game, definitely deserves to be on top 5, and again, I highly recommend it. Alright, and we're going to pause for a second and jump into the honorable mentions. I don't remember if I did this last year or not, but I really, really love these two games, but they're not my favorite games. I just really enjoyed them. The first one is Overcooked 2. Overcooked was one of my favorite games of last year, and I really, really enjoyed it, and I highly recommend that game as well. But a second one came out where they basically just updated new maps, new ways to play, but they updated a lot of like the controls, I guess, ways to play in terms of like you can throw ingredients and people can catch them. And Overcooked is just such a good game, and I highly recommend it, especially if you have friends. You can play online now as well as just couch co-op, so if you want to play on your couch, you can with, you know, friends and family, and it really is a great family-friendly game. But if you want to play online with your friends as well, you can do that. So that's pretty cool. The other honorable mention that I want to put out there is a game that definitely did not come out this year. I think it came out 2015 or 2016, I can't remember, but it's Super Hot. Super Hot is so good. If you have not played Super Hot, you need to get it. It's, I mean, literally, like, if you find it on sale, buy it. If you have a VR headset, especially a PlayStation 4 VR or PSVR, get this game. It's so good. I played it without a VR headset. I did try it in VR, and I absolutely loved it. But just on a normal PS4, not a PS4 Pro or anything like that, just a normal PS4, Super Hot is so fun. The basis of it is that it's a first-person shooter that has a crazy story, but the enemies don't move until you move. So when you move, the enemies move, but when you stop, everything stops. So you can do these like crazy bullet dodges. You can like pick stuff up and throw it at the enemies. You can punch someone, grab their gun, and shoot the guy next to him. It's so cool. It's like a first-person shooter puzzle, and I've never played a game like it, and I highly recommend it. It's not like on my top 5 list or anything like that, but I had to give it an honorable mention. I highly recommend it. Okay. So those are the honorable mentions. Now it's time to get into the top 3. Again, if you guys haven't already, jump into the comment section. Let me know what your guys' favorite games are, because these are my top 3 and I absolutely love them. Number 3, and the only reason I think it's number 3 is because I haven't beaten it yet, is Spider-Man. Marvel's Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4. It's an exclusive, and if you don't have a PlayStation 4, I know a couple people that bought a PS4 just for Spider-Man, and I highly recommend it. All of these games I highly recommend. But this one, Spider-Man, this is the best Spider-Man game ever. And I think it's one of the best representations of Spider-Man that I've ever really seen. So I highly recommend jumping in if you like Marvel. But if you don't like Marvel and you just kind of want a cool open world superhero game, this is also a really good choice as well. Now, I don't know if you can play this if you're not a Marvel fan and you don't really care about Spider-Man, or if you don't care about superheroes at all. I really do, and I love Spider-Man. I've played Spider-Man 1, 2, 3, and I played some of the like Shattered Dimensions and all those games, and honestly they got like worse and worse as time went by, but this is the best one. It's made by Insomniac Games. The swinging feels incredible. I mean, truly incredible. Like the web swinging, it just feels authentic. You're always attached to something. That's honestly one of the best parts of it. The combat is very close, very similar to like Arkham. If you've played any of the Arkham Asylum games from the folks that make those Batman games, or if you've played Assassin's Creed, but it's a lot more action-oriented than Assassin's Creed. So I think Spider-Man is incredible. I have not beaten it yet, so I don't have that much to say about it, but I think I've gotten pretty far, and it's good. I recommend it. Okay, cool. Let's move on to our second game of 2018, my top Top two, my second favorite game of 2018, and some of you guys can probably guess this one if you know what my number one is. But guys, I can't stop playing this game. Right before I made this recording, I was playing this game. My girlfriend was playing this game. My best friend plays this game. Mexican Assassin, he plays this game. I love it. Destiny 2 Forsaken. Destiny had a really rough year. I was watching a video the other day and someone said Destiny 2018 was Destiny's worst and best year yet. Because in the beginning, it was not looking good. In the beginning, they came out with Curse of Osiris, which is a DLC for Destiny before Forsaken came out, and it was rough. It was like, dude, this is bad. And then Destiny 2 Warmind came out, another expansion, and that was a lot better. Still not great. I like the story a lot better, but it still wasn't great. But Destiny 2 Forsaken came out, and I was like, yo, I could not put this game down. Me, Ballistic Phoenix, we just never stopped playing. I got my girlfriend the game for Christmas. She's been really enjoying it. Literally, she's right over there right now playing it. Mex, he plays it. We're all playing it together. We're in a clan together called Obsidian Gears. Check it out. You want to join? Let me know. Hit me up in the comment section down below. But it's so good. It's so good. If you like PvP, there's PvP. If you like PvE, there's PvE. If you like really intense PvE, I'm talking like 6-man raids where you have to really figure out what each person is doing, this game is perfect for you. I don't even do the raids. I don't even do 6-man events, but I still love this game. It's so good. The lore has gotten so much better. There's still issues that they're working out, but it really does feel like, and it sounds like, and you're seeing it, that Bungie is really, the developers of the game, they're really listening and they're really making changes. Now we'll have to see if this continues. They recently unveiled kind of their yearly plan for their annual pass. So if you do get the game, I recommend getting Destiny Forsaken on sale. Destiny 2 is free for PlayStation Plus users. And so you can just get Destiny Forsaken with the annual pass. Try and find it on sale for like $60 or something like that, and you'll get everything that you need to play in 2019 and hopefully beyond. But it's an awesome game. I highly recommend it. It almost took my number one spot, but I had to realize that it's not my favorite game. It's just my favorite thing to play right now. Because my favorite game of 2018, it really deserves this spot. It really deserves this spot. My favorite game of 2018, hands down, no question when I really think about it, God of War. God of War 2018 was incredible. It won Game of the Year, and it completely deserves it. It is a masterpiece. I'm talking a 10 out of 10. Destiny's not a 10 out of 10. Destiny is a 7.5, sometimes an 8. I love Destiny, but it's got some mad issues. I get real annoyed with that game. God of War, a 10 out of 10, a masterpiece. Its storytelling, right on point. Its gameplay, the best action gameplay I've played in a long time, if not the best action gameplay I've ever played, period. It's so unbelievably good, created by Santa Monica Studios. It's so incredible. Another PlayStation 4 exclusive. I'm not trying to, rip out there for PlayStation 4, but, we're doing pretty good out here. God of War 4. It is the fourth in the series chronologically. You do not have to play God of War 1, 2, or 3. I recommend playing number 3. It was free for PlayStation Plus users at one point, and it's usually pretty cheap. It's usually like $5 or something like that when it's on sale, but all you have to do is play number 4, is play this newest one, God of War 2018, and it is incredible. The voice acting, the music, everything, the graphics, it's so good. If you have a PlayStation 4 Pro, you can play this game in 60 frames per second. It's smooth, it feels good, or you can play it at 4K HDR. It's gorgeous. It's an incredible game. I highly recommend it. It's my game of the year, hands down, and it is now my number one game on the PlayStation 4. My favorite game of all time is The Last of Us. My second favorite game of all time is God of War. I can't say enough about this game. Everyone that has seen it has been like, whoa, this is crazy. My girlfriend watched me play part of it, and she was like, oh, this is an incredible game. Ballistic Phoenix beat it. Mexican beat it. We're really all about it here. So Let me know what you guys think. I gotta calm down now because I just love God of War so much. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Have you guys played any of these games? Do you guys disagree with me? Do you agree with me? Of course, I want to know your favorite games. But for me, God of War hits that #1 spot. Period. I think people might probably disagree with me for #2 just because Destiny has had a lot of ups and downs. I know a lot of people have left it. I know a lot of people came in. But I think the other ones make sense too. So let me know what you guys think. I can't wait to see the comment section. I can't wait to talk about this in the Discord. Other than that, thank you guys so much for an incredible year. I do plan on doing like a like a live stream where I talk to some of my friends and talk about the year, talk about the YouTube channel, what we plan on doing, things like that. I made a good amount of videos this year, but not as many as I wanted to. Not all of them were the highest quality. I've already got more videos in the works for 2019, so I hope you guys are ready for that. Other than that, I'll see you guys online, and of course, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.